Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Zach. Today we're going to be taking a look at the updated version of my jersey collection. Alright guys, so here we are. What we're going to do is basically I'm going to go through all the jerseys I had before, but I'm just going to show them really quick. Not really going to talk much about them. There's not much to say. I have the link in the description below. You guys can check out my first jersey collection video. That way you can get the backstory on all those jerseys and actually get a full review of them. In this case, I'm just going to quickly breeze past them to show you what I got, and then we'll move on to all the new stuff. So most of my jerseys are swingmans. I do have one authentic jersey, which I have showed you guys before. I'll make sure to show you guys again when I go through all my old stuff. That way you guys can see that as well. But majority of these are swingmans, and I've explained the reasons between why I go swingman versus authentic on most of the jerseys in my swingman versus authentic video. I mean, the one thing I will say right now is that a lot of jersey colorways do not come in the authentic, so you have to get the swingman. And the swingman is really good quality, and it's a casual wear option versus the authentic, in my opinion, is more for a display or a serious collector. So here we go. We're starting out with the jerseys I had before. Sixers Blue, Joel Embiid. Sixers Cream, Joel Embiid. Sixers Statement Edition, Joel Embiid. This is the red. This is the one with the Sixers instead of the fella, so their previous version. Joel Embiid, Earned. Sixers Joel Embiid City Edition. James Harden Earned. James Harden City Edition, aka Lunar New Year. James Harden. Rockets Classic Edition with sponsor patch. Sixers Association White Al Horford jersey. Joel Embiid City Edition, authentic quality. This is Nike, actually an authentic. Vapor knit all the way through. A little different now. I know that they made some minor changes with these where this used to be completely rubberized. Now I believe the whole thing's embroidered. So little changes, and there's some embroidering around here as well on the new ones. The old ones did not. They had rubber and here. So that's an authentic. Alright guys, so we're going to start off with the new stuff. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is what I'm rocking right now. This is the Lakers Black Mamba Kobe edition. So as you guys know, the Lakers, they just won the NBA championship, and they wound up wearing this one, the tragic death of Kobe Bryant. To pay tribute to him, they released his jersey again. Now the Lakers, it's actually pretty interesting, and I'm trying to pick up the other jerseys as well. So basically with the Lakers, they released this jersey in 2017-2018, the first year Nike took over the jerseys, and basically Kobe Bryant designed this before. So this is before LeBron James was even on the Lakers. They were wearing this as their city edition. It was a black snakeskin just like this one, just didn't have Kobe's numbers obviously because he wasn't playing on the team. Then the next year they released a purple one. The purple one was Magic Johnson. He designed that. And then the next year they had the yellow one that was designed by Shaquille O'Neal. And then the next one that we have right now, the white and blue, this one was designed by Elgin Baylor. So each of the Lakers City Edition jerseys were designed by a player. And the Lakers decided to bring back Kobe's design jersey this year to win the championship in it, which was pretty cool to see that jersey return. Nike released a limited amount of these jerseys here with the 8 on the front, 24 in the back, in swingman only, as I believe. So far, I've done a lot of research on it, and it seems to me that on Lakers Shop, they have released an authentic LeBron James in the Black Mamba. They go for a couple $1,000s because they were very limited and very hard to get, and it is authentic quality. I haven't got my hands on one of those yet and don't know if I will, but it's a very rare jersey. And this one itself is very rare, as they're going on Stockx for anywhere between $500 to $600. That's actually where I wound up getting this, from Stockx, because these jerseys are highly replicated, and you do not want to get scammed when actually buying a Black Mamba jersey. So if you want one, go to an authorized dealer and make sure you're getting it legitly, because you do not want to get scammed on a product like this. And it is sharp. It's got the 8 here and the 24 on the back, and it is a tribute to Kobe Bryant completely. Moving on, so with the collection, we just got a bunch of new stuff in. I'm going to go through everything. I might do some individual reviews on specific ones because I'm not seeing a lot of this stuff reviewed individually yet on YouTube. So since no one's put it up, I might as well be the first to do so. But let's get into some of the new stuff we got. So first off, right before I got done filming the first jersey video, this came in a couple days later. I was just waiting for it. This is a Seattle Supersonics Kevin Durant jersey. I've always really wanted this jersey, and Kevin Durant has actually been one of my favorite players forever now. And it was great to actually just get this one. So this is a Mitchell and Ness, and it's actually not the Mitchell and Ness Authentics. It's a Mitchell and Ness Swingman. It's still an authentic jersey. It's still real. It's just the Swingman version, so it's a little cheaper. Pretty much almost the same quality. It's all sewn together, and it's pretty good. It's definitely a lot baggier and rougher than like this Nike Swingmans. These are very slim fit depending on the size you get, and these are very sharp. This one has that old style, but this is what it looked like on the players as well. So it's just a pretty cool jersey. While we're doing Kevin Durant, I might as well continue with it. We have the Warriors Kevin Durant jersey here. Super nice jersey, standard Warriors. Had to pick this one up. So also Kevin Durant, we have the Nets Classic Edition. It's a very popular jersey right now. They've been selling out, restocking, selling out, especially Kevin Durant. I wound up getting this one as a gift actually, but from Net Shop. Net Store was the only place you can get these once these sold out. You can actually customize it with Kevin Durant on it. This I actually got like the last one left that was actually being sold as Durant here, and this is before they were offering sponsor patches. I actually do have another one with sponsor patch that I will show you guys in just a second. So here it is again, guys. This is just it with the sponsor patch. This is a smaller size. This is the small, so it's a more slimmer fit. The numbers do seem to be a little bit more reflective on this one. I'm not sure why, but this one was ordered in 2021. The other one was ordered at the end of 2020. And what I've noticed is the jerseys I've been getting in that I've ordered in 2021 have this very metallic looking reflectivity on them versus the more dull numbers like this has. So I'm going to be probably doing a review to review all the jerseys in comparison from different years because I believe they are making these different. But as you can see, Classic Edition, and there it is with the Motorola patch. It looks really awesome. Alright, and before we get off Kevin Durant, I have one more I forgot to show you guys. I almost forgot. This is the Statement Edition Kevin Durant. Gray. Warriors, once again, on a super sale. Don't know why this was going for so cheap. Guess they had an overabundance, or people just don't like KD. I don't know. Had to pick this one up. Super nice. Here we have a Markelle Fultz Orlando Magic jersey. This jersey's really awesome. As you can see, it's like creased here. This is what I've been noticing with jerseys I ordered after New Year's. They've been coming in very reflective and either pressed too long where you can see through it, or literally just made in a super rush. Like this came in, they wrinkled the fabric, stamped this on, and just got it out the door. So quality overall is the same as normal as any other Swingman. It's just wrinkled. I had the same problem with another jersey I'm going to show you. I actually fixed it by steaming it. I'm going to have to probably steam this one. And I have another jersey that just came in yesterday that I'm also going to have to steam because it's destroyed. And with that one, you're really going to see how banged up that got. But anyway, Markelle Fultz, Orlando Magic. He was having a great season. And then the day after I ordered this, he went down with an ACL injury, of course. But still rooting for him to get better. He's a great player, and I hope to see him succeed. So here's a really cool jersey, guys. This is James Harden, and this is the last jersey he ever wore as a Rocket. This is the Blue City Edition from Houston. This is their new jersey. They're actually wearing this a lot this season. I really like this jersey a lot. Like the first time I saw it, I was like, this is going to be sick because the Rockets have always been red. And a lot of people don't like when teams are a specific color and change to like a blue or something like this. But one thing that Houston did that a lot of teams don't is they kept their color within it. So they kept a red outline here. This is also very similar to the colors of the Houston Oilers. This matches Houston Oiler colors. So it's still related to the city, so it still serves a purpose of being this color. This jersey here is the one that I have steamed. It looks a lot better, but one thing I noticed with these is they come in very wrinkled. You can see the material looks thinner. They come in very wrinkled. These are all crinkled up. This was all creased up. All the numbers were destroyed on this. I fixed it, and it turned out really nice when I steamed it. But the reason for that is these jerseys weren't even produced yet completely. They were just pre-order. And then James Harden had gotten traded to the Nets, making this jersey unproduced. So before they could take it off of websites, people have already pre-ordered them. So Nike had to bang these out real quick to get them out of stock and get them out of their stock room to make the John Walls, DeMarcus Cousins, Christian Wood, you know, for the rest of the Rockets. This was made really rushed, and I expected it to come in wrinkled like that, and it did. But I just like that I have it. I think it's a super sharp jersey, and as a Harden fan, it's cool to have the last jersey he's ever worn. While we're talking about James Harden, guys, this one just came in the beginning of the week. This is the James Harden Brooklyn Nets City Edition with sponsor patch. This came in from Net Store, or Net Shop, and this jersey is fantastic. And the reason I'm saying this is not because I love James Harden, not because of all that. This jersey is fantastic because of the way it's made. I've never seen a swingman made like this. It's actually majorly sewn, so the swoosh is always heat pressed. It's heat pressed swoosh here. That's one of the main ways you can tell if a swingman is real or fake, by the swoosh. This comes with an embroidered swoosh. Now, it's not like the fake embroidered swoosh that's a full embroidery. This is almost like a patch. It's like metallic all the way through, sewn flat, and then it has an embroidered outline in yellow, so it's really sharp. You got your patch here. They don't all come with that. You have to order that special. This is normal heat press here. No crinkles whatsoever, no wrinkles at all. This came in great shape. Same with the Durant with the sponsor badge and my other Durant from Net Store. So Net Store, Net Shop, whichever one, I forget the name, but they are creating really good quality jerseys, and they're not rushing them and they're not destroying them like Nike seems to be, or Fanatics, NBA Store, all those other places. This is all embroidered, where the Nets is here. So this whole thing's embroidered, heat pressed here. It's got that more reflective look to it. We have an embroidery here of the crown. It says it here, Jean-Michel Basquiat. I'm not sure if that's how to pronounce his name fully, but he's the artist that designed this. Brooklyn Nets, all heat pressed in the bottom. Back, you got your yellow Harden. It's very reflective looking, 13, very reflective. NBA logo here, and then you got some little embroideries here of a red and a blue. And then of course you got this beautiful side art here. Some people say it looks like a kindergartner designed this. Yeah, it looks like crayons, but I think it's one of the nicest jerseys that they've made for City Editions this year so far, because it's got this pattern through it as well. I don't know if you guys can see it, like this zigzag pattern going through it. It looks really, really sharp. So this is actually one of my favorite jerseys I have, just because of how good the quality is on this. With that being said, with that jersey, I'm probably going to do an individual review of it just to show you guys how good the quality actually is on that Nets jersey. So another jersey that recently came in, this was on sale on Rocket Shop, so we wanted to pick one of these up. This is a Russell Westbrook Classic Edition. It's a little bit different than the Harden one because this is a small, so they made this a lot smaller. This was also ordered in 2021. And this also had that same thing that I've noticed with the rest of them, where the numbers are very reflective. It's not going to show on camera, but they're reflective versus being like that thinner quality. So it looks like these are more high quality decal and they're much thicker. This is a little smaller. That's because the small jerseys have a smaller proportion to them. But it's still pretty sharp. Russell Westbrook, Houston Rockets. This is the Harden Statement Edition. Nothing really special about it. Only thing that's kind of special about this one is this is a kid's jersey. As you can see, it's a large, child large. And what I was basically just going to tell you with this one is we ordered this because it was really cheap. All Harden stuff went on sale. We ordered one of these, and what we found out was it's pretty on par to the small, adult small jersey. It's a little bit shorter, but width-wise, it almost fits like a medium. They're very wide. So proportions to it are pretty on scale with the adult small. They have a nice slim fit, and they're not extra long. So they actually look pretty sharp on. So I'm actually going to do a video comparing the two between a small and a child size. But honestly, in some cases, if you have certain jerseys out of stock, some are too expensive, you can probably go and buy the child's version of the jersey in a large, and it'll be equivalent to an adult small, and you're getting a real Nike authentic swingman product, and that way you're not buying a replica instead. So this is still a real jersey, it's just a kid's version, and they pretty much look the same, especially when you're wearing it, as the small. So it's just a cool fact to know, and that's why I'm showing it to you guys. Here's a Chris Paul Rockets jersey. This one here was on sale as well, once again, but I loved Chris Paul when he was on the Rockets. And to see this one on sale, I would love to have this in my collection just because I think Chris Paul is one of the best guards in the league right now. I really love his game, and just the fact that I like the Rockets and I love supporting them, especially when he was on that team with that roster. That roster was the best, so just a super cool jersey to have. So guys, here's the jersey that just came in yesterday. This is what's been holding me back from uploading this video for so long. This is the Joel Embiid City Edition. And I really wanted this jersey, but it was really hard to get. and it was just selling. It was basically, you couldn't get it anywhere. It wasn't being stocked, it wasn't being produced. You couldn't even go on Wells Fargo's shop and try to order this. It wasn't possible to get it. Nike had them pop up on their site for a second and immediately posted sold out. Then it came back on and I wound up being able to secure one. They sold out instantly. Now it looks like every store has them in full size run other than Nike. One thing I noticed is this came straight from Nike, and it is the worst quality I have seen yet on a jersey to come in. It's just all discombobulated. This looks really wide up in here when it's supposed to be a lot thinner. This is all crinkled apart. I mean, it looks like they didn't iron this jersey or press it right before they stamped any of these logos on. It's all crinkled. The P in Philadelphia is all creased up. I can't get it to really sit straight. I have to hold it on an angle to show you guys. The back is completely destroyed. A huge crease through the 21. I'm going to have to try and steam it out and see if I can fix it. My Harden wasn't that bad. I mean, I had little creases like that, but this is terrible. So I don't know if this is actually going to be fixable. It just looks really cluttered and banged up. I mean, this jersey all around is a pretty cluttered jersey, and I wasn't that big of a fan of it, especially with the Boathouse row. I just thought it was a little corny. But at the end of the day, when you look at the City Editions that were released this year, I still think it is one of the nicest because at least it's got something going on. I mean, they tried here. They put the TTP for Trust the Process hidden in there. Also, Joel Embiid is having probably the best season he's had so far, and if the Sixers remain #1 seed, he's probably going to win MVP because that's just kind of the way it goes. So it's kind of cool to have this jersey, especially if he wins MVP, to have the City Edition his MVP year. So that's mainly the reason I went to get this, and also it's been a while since the Sixers have rocked a black jersey, so it's just pretty sharp, I guess, in general. So it's not a bad jersey all around. It's growing on me the more that I have it. I just got to try and steam it and try to clean it up a little bit, and hopefully it looks better. Alright guys, so that was pretty much everything in the collection as of right now. The only thing I'm not showing you that I did show in my first jersey collection were the Showtime Jackets. Definitely check out the first video. You could see some of those. But I'm also going to put out a full video of the Showtime Jacket collection that I have. If you guys aren't familiar with what a Showtime Jacket is, I'll show you one real quick. Here's just the standard red Houston Rockets. This one's from last year. It had some color here. They also threw this on the back. But this is a standard Houston Rockets one. Basically what they are, this is the team jacket. They're the warm-ups that the team wears. These go for a little bit more than jerseys. I believe they're $150 retail. One thing that's just super cool about them is they're much easier to rock and wear versus the typical jerseys. Sometimes it's harder to pull off a jersey with depending on what you wear exactly, and these are very sporty, so some people only like to wear them in the game. Some people don't enjoy wearing them casually, some do. This you can always wear casually because it's just a really sharp fitted jacket. It's very sleek down at the bottom, so it's fitted very well. It's got a really cool hood to it. It doesn't really keep you warm, but it is very fashionable jacket, and it's a great way to support the team, and it is a Nike product. They are pretty expensive, so these, in my opinion, since they're worth more than Swingmans, are probably better to own than a Swingman if you just want to rep your team, and especially as a collector. So these are super cool to get into, so I'll have a separate video out on these so you guys can check them out. I have a pretty good collection of these as well. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for my jersey collection as of right now. We're definitely going to have more to come in the future. Just like, comment, and subscribe. Any questions you have about jerseys, let me know. I'm going to be posting a lot more jersey content, some individual reviews of specific jerseys I have, as I said before, and I have a lot of jersey content to come into the future. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.